Dit is nou tyd vir Trok vir 'n boer. Hierdie keer is Volvo se Electric swaar diensvragmotor aan die beurt. Die Volvo kombineer die krag en vermoë waarvoor die reeks bekend is met die voordele van elektriese aandrywing, laer emissies, stiller werking, minder instandhouding en 'n indrukwekkende bestuurservaring. Kom beleef 'n rit saam met ons.
Yeah, what's on? Unjan, go on. Ah, ja, ik kijk het je. Ja, man, dat is een video, ja, man. Ja, man.
Give it horns. Unleash the power.
Ek dink die besparing op die Volvo trokke gaan so R250,000 per trok per maand wees.
Tell me, was it easy to change over from a diesel truck to this truck?
Honestly, it was easy.
Very smooth, very quiet, very refined, very comfortable, and definitely notice that there's a bit more power and better linear power than a diesel offers.
We've been spending time with customers, specifically like UCL, who have an environmental impact ambition. They really want to make a difference in their environment. So they're using clean energy to power these vehicles. So for them, not only does it have a environmental impact, it does have a costing impact because they have a very fixed level of energy cost. But from an environmental perspective, there are no emissions around the vehicle. There is no CO2 emitted by the vehicle. The CO2 that's emitted in its charging is already coming from a biomass, so that is essentially neutral. In simple terms, an electric truck, our electric truck specifically, the Volvo truck, it is more lorry. The truck is based off a heavy-duty commercial vehicle. So your driveline is of a similar system where you have motors to a gearbox, to a prop shaft, to axles, a proven axle setup, proven suspension, a proven chassis. In the terms of the Volvo, the cab, the lights, the mirrors, all of that is exactly the same as it is on the diesel, which means there's items that have been well tested for many, many years. And in terms of drivability, it feels very similar to a powerful diesel to drive, in that there are no control differences. There's very little that's needed to convert from a good diesel driver to a good electric driver. In Volvo Trucks, we have made all of our heavy duty vehicles available as electric models. So the FM, the FMX and the FH, available 4x2, 6x2, 6x4, 8x4, rigids, tractors. So pretty much anything you need we can build in an electric. With multiple horsepower options, multiple battery options. We pretty much have something that can work in any operation. So specifically the FMX and the FH that's behind me, these vehicles have got Volvo's typical robust suspension. So they've got an air suspension, but it is our off-road oriented air suspension. They have got a variable ground clearance with the air suspension to allow them to go into rougher areas if necessary. The FMX specifically has a heavy-duty front bumper, and in terms of the driveline, the electric driveline, the torque delivery from low speeds is so smooth and so even that your traction in bad environments is very good. And the truck has got all the usual things a diesel truck would have. You've got your diff locks, you've got your traction control, you've got the ability to shift weight from one drive axle to another. So the ability to get unstuck with an electric is impressive because you have the full torque available from 0 RPM. We have multiple layouts of batteries, so we work with a cube battery design. Each battery is 90 kilowatt hours, and then we have either between 2 and 6 depending on the vehicle model. The vehicles that UCL use all have 6 batteries. We look at between an 8 to 10 year lifespan for the batteries in the normal operation. And then what we do is at the end of life is considered 80% state of health, and at that point they've still got another 10 to 15 years lifespan in a stationary operation where you don't have the high currents of a transport operation. So we see an additional life on those batteries in the future. So farmers, industries could then potentially use those batteries in their operation for another 10 to 15 years, and the vehicle still keeps going. The maintenance on an electric truck like this, it's still a commercial vehicle, so there are still things that need to be looked after. Your brakes, it is still an air suspension, air brake system, air compressor, air dryer, so those things need to have filters replaced and oils changed, so there's that. But the vehicle only needs to come off the road once a year. Doesn't matter what mileage you do, you bring it off once a year, and that's the only time you need to take it in for scheduled maintenance. The vehicle, the battery specifically in the drive line, comes with a two-year 300,000 K warranty standard, but we offer these vehicles with a full gold maintenance package, and that effectively increases your warranty on the batteries in every part of the vehicle until the end of that contract. And we've got customers in South Africa running between 72 and 96-month contracts, which basically, if the battery is moved to any time below 80% state of health, they get replaced as part of the package. So the models that you see behind us here, these that UCL have, they have a range anywhere between probably about 180 to 250 with a full load. So that's at a full 56 tons. The same configuration with a lighter vehicle will go to 3 to 350 kilometers. And in May we announced our new generation electric, which will then push that out by another 100 kilometers is what we're expecting. With a 250 kilowatt charger, the 6 battery current generation will charge from flat to full at about 105 minutes, between 90 to 105 minutes, which means that from 20% or higher, which is usually where you are, you can get much quicker than that. The new generation will be able to charge faster at a 350 with a slightly higher capacity battery, so you'll get a little bit quicker, but we're going to see some interesting developments coming in the future with that. One of the big questions everyone asks about electric trucks is how much is this? The short answer is an electric truck is anywhere between 2 to 3 times more than the equivalent diesel, but it's your energy cost to run the vehicle that makes the big difference. So you may have a high upfront capital cost, but your total cost of ownership with running costs comes down to on par with diesel within a few years. And in some cases, especially like an operation like UCL, where they have a very low cost of energy, the payback is almost immediate. One of the strange things that a lot of people don't consider about electric truck is just how quiet it is. So the vehicle on the road, it is very quiet, but we do have all our active safety systems on the vehicle: forward collision warning, emergency brake, lane change support, lane keeping support, pedestrian and vulnerable road user detection, which will warn the driver if there's a cyclist or a pedestrian around the vehicle. The active safety will be able to brake the vehicle from full speed, fully loaded, on a stationary vehicle in the road. It will perform a full emergency brake, standard feature on all our Volvos. There are passenger corner cameras to look for the blind spots on the left. All in all, we try and make it a comfortable, easy place for the driver to spend his life. In terms of comfort interior, full air suspended seats, everything you would find on a premium Volvo Electric and Volvo Diesel, you'll find in the electric as well. Automated gearbox, bed, decent, comfortable seats to drive, where you can spend a full day in the vehicle without a problem.
So elektriese trokke is nie vir ons almal en elektriese karre ook, maar toe ons begin kyk het na opsies wat ons met ons surplus energie in die fabriek kan doen. By die suikerfabriek het ons baie surplus krag en toe het ons begin loer na opsies waarmee ons iets anders kan doen om horisontaal te diversifiseer. En toe het ons op 'n manier afgekom op die Volvo trokke en ons het simulasies begin hardloop saam met die span van Volvo. En toe lyk dit of dit kan werk. Toe het ons 'n toets gedoen en toe het ons besluit om 2 trokke te koop en dit te bedryf. Ons is in 'n unieke situasie waar ons ekstra krag het en waar die trokke nie lang afstand hardloop nie, waar hulle kan tussen elke trip kan hulle charge. So hulle het nie ons het 'n redelike unieke voordeel wat dit aanbetref.
Maybe that's why, because I did hear Clinton was talking about it. Maybe in 2031 they're thinking of each and every vehicle must run with electricity.
Yes, why not? We can charge 10 of these trucks at a time, every hour.
When driving the truck for the first time a couple months ago, the first thing that shocked me is the extra power that one has and how quiet and refined the cabin is. It comes with more standard features than most SUVs and definitely more features than the bakkies have these days. So that was a big surprise. In the KZN area, especially in the Midlands, we are quite hilly here in terms of terrain, and it's great to be able to use the extra power that these electric trucks offer, really pulling up the hills is very, very easy and efficient.
Okay, Vizzy, we're going to try something now. Put it into
Power.
power mode, and this hill that we're going to go up now is quite steep. Up to the factory is about, I would guess, 3 kilometers.
Okay.
A steep ascent, so I'm going to ask Vizzy to tell me at the top what the speed is we're getting. Let's go this side, Vizzy. Let's go. Ons gaan nou 'n bietjie kyk hoe hierdie trok teen hierdie heuwel opgaan. Ek het Vizzy permissie gegee om sy voetjie plat te sit. So kom ons kyk. What's your speed that you're driving currently?
Oh, kilometers per hour, it's
Yes.
64.
64. Is your foot flat?
No.
Put it flat.
Okay. Now it's picking up.
Laat baie nou. En hierdie is die steilste gedeelte van hierdie heuwel. What's it now, Vizzy?
70.
70 km/h.
72.
72. En gaan dit. So you're at the top now, what's your speed?
It's 79.
79 op die limiet. Hierdie trok is
Now it's on maximum 80.
ja, op sy maksimum. Op die bokant van hierdie heuwel.
Die elektriese trokke het ons agtergekom is actually sterker as 'n gewone dieseltrok op optraan is, want hulle gaan net, hy hou nie op nie. En dan op aftraan is laai hy, so jy kry die ouens wat hom ry geniet die ervaring, is 'n baie makliker voertuig om mee te ry. En daar's nie ratte oor sit en sulke dinge nie. Ja.
I know it's empty, but you can't even feel that there's a trailer behind
It is great. It is great. And I think another thing that is a big benefit with these EVs is your reduced maintenance costs that are associated with EVs, far less moving parts, and servicing becomes a lot cheaper with them as well, which is really great.
And do you feel safe in this truck?
Much more safe, yeah.
Is it?
The Volvo, it's much more safe, yeah, because it's got lots of safety features.
So die eerste 3 maande terwyl ons gehardloop het ons gekyk na ons het 'n kostemodel gebou voor ons gekoop het, maar die model werk toe reg uit. Die kostes vir arbeid en daai dinge is dieselfde, maar as jy kyk na die hardloopkoste, dis meestal diesel. Die koste om 'n maand te hardloop is omtrent 11.000 tot na 12.000 kilos wat ons betrok sit op 'n maand. Die elektriese koste om hom te laai is omtrent 37 na 40.000 rand toe. En die ekwivalente dieselkoste was 244.000 rand. So dis per maand wat ons op die trok bespaar het vir die eerste 3 maande per trok. En die trok het toe nog stadig gelaai, so ek dink ons sal meer kan doen in die volgende maande want ons die groter laaier het, maar die trokke korter laai en meer kilos kan doen. So ek vermoed ons gaan so 250.000 rand per maand per trok spaar.
So in terms of coupling the trucks to the different trailers that one would need, it's very straightforward. It's like coupling a diesel truck onto trailers. There's no special modifications or anything special that one needs to do to be able to hook an EV to your current trailers.
So ons het die kans gevat met die elektriese Volvo trokke en op hierdie stadium lyk dit of dit 'n baie sinvolle besluit was en dit lyk of die proses gaan werk en ons sal in die toekoms nog net meer spaar met hierdie besluit.